Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 21st Annual Garden State Film Festival. We are here in beautiful, sunny Asbury Park. My name is Ming Chen. I am broadcasting live from the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge. I'm here with
CJ Cullen.
And we got another interview.
Cosmo de Janeiro.
How you doing, my friends?
Good. I went. Just my film was screened today.
How'd it go?
Good. It got well received. Like really well received.
Dude, we got to talk to you later. Then we got to interview more in depth.
Yeah.
But
Congrats.
well,
awesome.
we have
Thanks.
the amazing Davis Browne with the film Capsules.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And Luke Momo. I'm sorry you couldn't be here. Where is Luke?
He has COVID.
Oh,
He tested
dang.
positive twice, so he definitely
no.
has it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I know he's sad.
Stay away from us.
Poor guy. So you're here. You're representing.
I'm
you're
here.
not. You're not diseased. So
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
no,
Luke,
I'm clean.
kidding.
Don't worry. Yeah.
You're being safe. You're not infecting other people. But
Exactly.
oh man, what a bummer
Yeah.
though.
I know. Yeah, it's very full circle. We were here 2 years ago promoting our short, and it's like great to be back.
Yeah, you guys were with us in the Johnny
We were
Cash
in the other room over there, right?
Yeah, the
We're
other
causing
room,
trouble over there. Yeah. Somewhat appropriate though. So your short's called Capsules.
Or feature.
Feature.
Yeah.
Oh,
Featured
wow.
it. All right. There
we
we
did
go.
the feature. We did it. Yeah.
All right, can you tell us about Capsules, the feature?
Yeah, I'm so excited for people to see it. It's it's like a sci-fi coming-of-age thriller. It's about these 4 college kids. They find these mysterious pills on the ground, and they, of course, as college kids do, they just take them.
Yeah, they
decide
take
to have
them.
a fun night. They're
Sure.
like, let's go for a night. It's during exams. They quickly realize if they don't keep taking them, they'll die.
Oh.
So they got to figure out like how the pills work, like where
Right.
they came from, and how they can escape this loop.
Right. Is there an antidote, or is there like a counter pill? or
Exactly. Yeah. Or like, can they get it out of their systems? Like, is there something they can do to like counteract what's going on?
Did any
in
of them
their
go
bodies?
into a matrix?
Yeah.
something? Did you write it, direct, produce?
I co-wrote it, executive produced, and acted in it.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm one of the 4 kids, and Luke produced it, directed it, and also executive produced it with me and co-wrote it.
Amazing.
So a
Yeah.
feature, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
What's
yeah.
the runtime?
It's 70 minutes.
Oh,
so
wow,
it's really
okay.
short. If you guys just ever like, just a quick movie.
I
just,
love it. I
like,
love
pump
the
it out.
short
It's like-
ones, in and out, but to the point.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like shorter than an episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like-
much.
Yeah, so it's great. Yeah.
And more fun and better lit. Too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Better lit. Yeah.
Better special effects. Everything.
Yeah, for sure. What was the inspiration behind writing this up? Did you guys find drugs on the ground and take them?
I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't at some
okay.
point in my life, so I think it's a kind of college experience. Like, I think a lot of people relate to it. It's funny. I was actually talking to my friend from Taiwan the other day.
Okay.
And he was like, he told me, he was like, I pitched in the movie. He's like, dude, I can't wait to see it. Like, I had a really bad experience with like edibles the other day.
Wow,
And I just thought
okay.
that was so funny. I was like, literally, like people in Taiwan, it's like such a kind of universal
Oh,
experience.
yeah,
It's
sure.
like you maybe like smoke a little too much, or maybe
Right.
you drink too much coffee, and you're just like,
I've been
oh,
there.
Yeah,
so
we've
jittery.
done that.
Yeah. You're just like, oh God, like I need to get out of my body. Like what's going on? There's like kind of that moment of where you're freaking out. And so I feel like it captures that. And these characters they're very young and they're like smart. They're book smart, but
Right.
they're so naive. And
Yeah.
they think they're immortal. Like when you're 20, 19 years old, you think you're immortal. And I think we like tapped into that feeling.
Yeah.
And that like really inspired it. Like that's really at the central. That's kind of like the central theme of it.
It's a scary moment. I'm an old man now. Me and you're old man.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
I'm the
scary.
youngest one here.
It's a humbling moment when you realize, like, whoa, I'm not immortal.
Yeah,
Like, holy,
yeah.
like, holy crap, I gotta, not eat drugs off the ground.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta, like, maybe.
Yeah, as we get up, we just hurt for no reason.
Yeah, we feel the pain. That's where it starts. But we come to a realization like, hey, maybe I shouldn't take like weird drugs off the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't smoke that guy's weed. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that guy is.
Exactly.
For
You
sure.
and you never know where your drugs are coming from. So
Right.
I think there's like a
No,
real
yeah,
world
you're right.
kind of like
You're right.
implication there. And there's a lot of stuff like going on in our country, like opioid crisis and like
Yep.
fentanyl. Like it,
Yep.
there are people
Oh, yeah.
will definitely draw some similarities to that.
Sure.
And it is really a big thing. Like you don't know what you're taking.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
When did you guys conceive of this? When did you guys script it out? Was it recent? Was this a project maybe you've been working on for a while?
Yeah, so it's funny. When we played our short here in 2021,
Yep.
we were trying to get a feature version of that made, and we were using the short to like try and sell the
Yep.
feature
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
And we wrote like 2 totally different like versions of the script,
Okay.
like 5 or 6 different drafts of each one, and we were trying to get like $300,000 or
Yep.
something for it. And as I'm sure you can imagine, nobody wants to give 24-year-old kids $300,000 to make a movie.
They don't want to give 40-year-olds that either.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's like so hard to get funding for your film, and
Yeah.
so we were like, all right, we're just gonna make a really cheap one, And so the production budget for this was like $50,000.
Wow, for feature.
It's not that
bad.
But once with all the post and like marketing, like that was
Yeah.
like it was like 65,000,
Yeah.
like around
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
for the final thing. And
Jeez.
so, but we made it for so cheap, and we
Yeah.
we're like, we want to make something that we can just go out and do it. And so we met one weekend, and we realized the feature wasn't gonna happen. And I met Luke at his restaurant in Princeton.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, we got to do something else. And then like he was like, all right, I have this idea for like, college kids and drugs. And I was like, great, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And so we wrote it in like 3 days, or we came up with a story in like 2 or 3 days, just broke the story in his
Wow.
restaurant. I wrote it in like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then we're shooting. That was September 2022. We were shooting by January 2020, or that was September 2021. We were shooting by January 2022.
Wow.
So within like 4 or 5 months we
Yeah.
were shooting. It was done by June.
Wow, that's
and then we were
quick.
like working with our distributor to like, that was the whole thing, like, trying to find a distributor,
Yeah.
that whole period. But it was done in a matter of like 8 months. I
Yeah,
think.
but wait,
Yeah.
what? You got distribution?
We did, yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
Wow.
That's-
Yeah.
You did the
small
whole
feat.
process. I got distribution.
we
It's
did.
amazing.
I'm super excited. Yeah, we're working with Cranked Up Films, which is the horror title of Good Deed Entertainment.
Yeah.
They did Loving Vincent, which was Oscar nominated
Yep,
a few
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago. So we're super excited, and it comes out on Friday, March 31st.
Oh my God, where
Wow.
can, where can
Yeah.
we see
Yeah,
it?
we can.
It'll be on Amazon and iTunes.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
okay,
and you
cool.
can pre-order it now on Apple if you want. So, yeah.
That's incredible. And then you premiered it here?
Here
Yeah.
we premiered at Philip K. Dick in December,
Yeah.
like mid-December. That's the only other screening we've done, and
wow. So this is the
it was like
second-
basically just friends and
That's it.
family.
Yeah.
Pretty much just friends and
Yeah.
family with a few other random people there.
So
but
this is one of
This
the
is-
film
so it's
festivals
kinda-
with strangers.
yeah,
And-
yeah, exactly. It's like the first kind of. There were a few strangers, but like it was mostly people we knew. But it's gonna be cool to like see people's reactions here.
And premieres
Yeah.
today.
Oh, today, yeah.
2:30
At 2:30,
at the
yeah.
Oh,
amazing
wow.
Jersey Shore Art Center, my
Yeah.
friends. Go and see it. That's
I'm so
amazing
excited.
big room.
Yeah, that's a big room.
And
Oh,
as
that's great.
we've been saying all weekend, Jack Nicholson went to high school there apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
love
That's
Jack
classic, right?
yeah. There's definitely
Very
good,
historic in
good
there.
Yeah.
spirits there. How did you guys shoot a feature for $50,000? Because I mean, I know the technology is a little cheaper now. You
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah.
process film. Like what did you shoot it on? And were there any tricks or any things you had to do to keep it that low budget?
Yeah, I wish Luke were here because he could tell me
Oh,
what
he's
we
got
shot
a-
it on.
okay.
What we shot it on, because I'm not the
Okay,
camera
yeah, no
stuff
sweat.
is like totally. But
No
it
sweat.
was. We hired a cinematographer, and he was a friend of Luke's, and he already had his own gear and he had his lenses. And It was
Okay.
like a consumer camera. It was like not an expensive camera,
Okay.
but he just had a lot of lenses for it, and we
That's
shot
what does it. The lenses.
Seriously, yeah,
Really?
yeah, and he'd been like gifted lenses from people
You
and
know that.
everything.
Yeah,
like, very
lenses
resourceful. Yeah,
Change the story.
yeah. And he basically we shot it in like 8.5 days. We
Wow.
rented an Airbnb, and then we got a few free locations because Luke is from like the Pennington, Princeton area.
Yeah, he knows
and so
people.
yeah, he was able to. It was like very
Cool
cool 'cause-
buildings over there.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's one scene that's a lab, and it was like his mom like worked at a school, and she was able to like help us like use one of the locations
yeah.
there.
Get like that stone look on some of the Princeton buildings. that they
Yeah,
have there. It's just
we
amazing.
it was we wanted to get like shoot at Princeton, but
Yeah.
they were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so expensive.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we're not. I
yeah,
mean, they
yeah.
shot. I think A Beautiful Mind was shot there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
Russell
Russell Crowe
that
movie.
millions of dollars.
Exactly. It would have
so,
cost
yeah.
us. That would have been like our budget for the day would
Right.
have been renting that.
But there's
location.
really cool old looking houses down there
No,
too.
yeah.
And
Exactly. We found this really cool house like right on the river. It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta be resourceful, right?
Exactly.
And, and watch watch the pennies. But
Yeah. And so I acted in it, and I like didn't get paid. And everybody I think part of it is everybody really bought in.
Right.
So we spent money on good lodging. So we spent money on like a nice like 4-star hotel
Nice.
in Princeton. That was honestly like a decent chunk of the budget. Considering how much we saved on everything else,
Yeah.
but it was to make people comfortable and like make them know that they're like heard and like supported, and
Yeah,
we
they're
had, like,
taken care of, and
Exactly.
then that comes through in the performances.
Exactly. And so like, everybody basically got paid like, not a ton. And it was like minimum rates. But they just like bought in, and
Yeah.
we gave some people like percentages for that,
Sure.
like in the movie. And it just really comes through. Like people bought in, and after every day we'd kind of have like a little round table. Like everybody's ideas were always welcome.
Right.
And so it was a really collaborative environment. And I think you just need everybody to buy in. You need to know that people need to feel heard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But what's amazing? 8.5 days you said was a shooting schedule.
8.5
That's
days.
very quick.
For a
It is-
feature?
very
Wow.
quick.
And we cut a lot of time off of it, so it was like
That's
85
awesome.
pages, and we shot I think 81 or 82.
But
So you did cutting and editing before you had to film it
yeah.
and cut
Oh.
it. That is pretty cool.
On set, a lot
Yeah.
of it was there are a lot of like, especially comedic lines that are improvised. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, I think it'd be funnier if we said that.
Yep.
And so like the actors, like a lot of the line, like funny lines in there, are the actors being like, all right, this is the line and I see the intention, but I'm gonna like try this and make it funnier.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it made it a lot
Oh,
funnier.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which was great.
But still, that's like 10 pages a day. That's
I know.
Yeah.
complete
That's a lot.
insanity.
Well, there were days where we shot probably like 20 to 25
Wow.
pages.
It takes
because-
one of his
yeah.
student films to shoot in a
Yeah.
few days.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 days for a little 5-minute student short.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine like doing a
Feature.
8 days feature.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to do that for 8 days?
What,
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, the one we shot a few years ago, it was 3 days for like 7 pages or 8
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah.
So yeah.
what would you say was the biggest challenge shooting this feature?
Oh man. The biggest challenge. I feel like the biggest challenge was it presented a lot of cool opportunities, being able to kind of like ad lib and like change the scenes
Right.
as they're going. But I think I remember there was one specific scene that we just like, we were shooting it and we like couldn't figure out the tone of the scene.
Okay.
Because other scenes had kind of been changed as we
Right.
were filming. So it's like, how does this fit into the
Yep,
puzzle piece?
yeah.
And so it was really that like adapting to like the way that the performance is and the way that the different shots we've used, like that has impacted, like what we have so far. It's like we can't shoot it the way that we thought we were going to because the scene after that's like different from what we thought it was
Yeah.
going to be. And we didn't have a shot list.
Right, okay.
We didn't even have, we like had
Shot list was up here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like waiting at Lynn Harrison, the DP was so good. And
Right.
he improvised like one of
did
the
shot
best
list.
shot in the film. He was like, all right, there's a shot of the three of us like standing over one of the characters as he gets too high.
Yeah.
And we're like cackling at him, kind of like hyenas. And there's like a crazy light on our faces.
Oh, yes, it looks
and he
awesome.
said something like it was like the Macbeth hyenas. I
Oh,
forgot what
yeah,
he said,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
But he was
That's
like,
a
let's
good
do it.
analogy.
And then it turned out being the best shot in the whole movie. He was
Yeah.
like, let's try it like this. Yeah. And it was so great.
It's so awesome just to experiment and do things on set.
Exactly.
And
That's
you're like,
awesome.
wow, turned out.
Yeah. How
I
large
love
was
it.
it? How many cast members? How large was the cast?
So it's 6 people, 4 main characters, and the crew overall I think was 9 or 10 people
Okay,
total.
it's fairly large.
So
I mean-
it was, yeah. I mean, it was. Well, the crew includes the cast actually.
Okay. Okay,
It
not
was-
so large anymore.
It was
That's so
okay.
big.
Basically a one-person,
I take that back.
2-person camera,
Audio.
2-person camera team, 1 sound person.
Lighting, grip, kind of one. No, just you
Nope.
guys.
Just a
Yep.
camera, and then there was like a lighting grip person who was like there, like helping basically like assistant camera,
Yeah.
Doing
person.
everything, right? Yeah.
And then sound person. Then one person did like makeup and costumes, and then we had like one PA who like really helped us move stuff and just like get food and all that. And then I was like, driving people around. Luke and I were doing so much, like because we were like we're the producers, like we're driving people, we're picking up food,
Yep.
like we're doing people's laundry, like it's it's like we're doing everything
Yep,
too.
yeah, you have
And
to.
acting,
You have to.
and acting.
Yeah.
And producing and
Yeah.
directing and yeah.
Yeah.
That's I mean that's the world of independent film though.
it
man.
is,
That's
yeah.
what we do. Yeah. That's what we do.
And it's great because we've worked like so long together at this point, and
Yeah.
we just know each other so well, and so it's just like very seamless collaboration, and we kind of are able to like really navigate those situations well when you like work with somebody for so long and establish such a rapport with them.
That's amazing. Did you submit to a lot of film festivals? I know you. I think it played before and it played here.
Yeah.
Is that it, or do you have other festivals that
Because it's
gonna
going to
go
be
to?
distributed
Yeah,
now.
distributed.
I
That's,
don't think so. I
Okay.
mean, I wanted to play at Sidewalk, which is where I'm from in Birmingham,
Yeah.
Alabama. I love Sidewalk, and we played the last one there. But I think because it will already be distributed, I don't think they'll want to play it
Yeah,
since it's
that's
distributed already.
It could happen. Maybe they still want. Who knows?
Yeah. So
Where, you're from Birmingham. Where did you guys shoot?
we shot in Princeton and
Okay,
like
that's
Pennington
right.
area.
Yeah, okay,
so
you
we shot
mentioned
it all
that.
in
Okay,
Jersey.
sorry.
I love New Jersey. I love Wawa. I love the food here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love coming to New Jersey. I was like very
The
excited to
pizza?
come here
The
today.
pizza?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but don't sleep. Have you shot anything in Birmingham? It's such a cool city.
It
I
is
really wanted
cool.
to.
I love it there. Some of the best
Yes.
dive bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nick and
Oh, the Nick is classic.
The
Yeah,
Nick is like one of the dirtiest dive bars I've
Oh,
ever
man.
been in, and I love it.
That's amazing that you've been there. I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, somewhere in my bag I have 2 cards for the after hours clubs
Oh, yeah.
in Birmingham. They have after hours bars, And the way they let you in after 2 a.m. is you just sign up for a free membership, and they get in. I can't remember which bars I'm a part of. I can't remember their names, but I have 2 of them. So
the Nick is like one of the most classic. That's like the most. They have punk shows there all the time.
I went there. I was like, man, I would love to shoot something here, right?
I would love to shoot in Birmingham. That's the goal. It's
go back there and shoot.
Yeah, like, and they have one of the best, if not the best, tax incentives in like the whole country. So it's basically like, I think you get 25% of your budget back, like in tax rebates, and then 35% of whatever you pay Alabama residents to like be on the cast or crew, you get that 35% back too.
Wow,
so
that's
it's
a
like
huge incentive.
Incredible incentive. So
you got to tell the Jersey crew to let's go to
Birmingham.
I want to go so bad, and it's funny. One of my best friends, he worked on this movie, The Death of Dick Long, which was shot in 2016 or 17, and the director of it was Daniel Scheinert, who won an Oscar for Everything Everywhere, and he's from Birmingham, and they shot it like kind of in the middle of nowhere. I think it was it was like, just like these like crazy like backcountry locations, right? And it's a crazy movie. I won't like say anything more about it, but it's cool. Like that was his first big experience, and that was like that was an A24 movie.
Yep.
That was in Birmingham, right? And now they have a bunch of movies shooting in Birmingham. Like they had a Netflix movie shooting the other day.
I mean, with incentives like that, why not just why you gotta shoot stuff there?
And if you're already down in Georgia, like might as well go over to Alabama.
Might as well
I think it's gonna be a lot cheaper too. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I mean, you guys got distribution already.
Congrats on that.
I mean, that's something that I think everybody here would love. Festival.
I would love to have a future out there.
You guys got what's next? What are you guys working on next?
Oh man, we have a lot of ideas. We have pitches, we have scripts.
Okay.
Like we still have the one for 300,000. Anybody out there wants to produce it, and we're just looking to make the
talents
next one.
here. Proven talents.
Yeah, no, totally. We're just looking to make the next one, and hopefully this will do well, and it'll gain an audience, and we'll be able to make another one.
How did you get 300,000? How do you get 300,000?
Do you?
If I knew, I would tell you. I mean, that's why we made this, is to try and get that money.
How do you get 65,000?
How do you get 65? You spend all the money you've earned.
I'm still a beginner at this whole film thing. Like I'm 18. I'm in high school.
Yeah. You're set today, right?
Yeah.
And your film's playing here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's huge.
I'm going to Brookdale for film.
Nice. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's just it is tricky. It's hard to get that money, but you can film stuff for a lot cheaper than you think. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the mistakes that I've seen made is people waiting for that money to come to them instead of just going out and doing it. The way that we look at it is we built a car and we show people that we like it's a feature film that like works, right? At the very least it like works, even if it's maybe not your style or you don't love it. It's like this works like a front to back feature film. So we show people that we can build a car instead of like showing them that we like have all the parts,
right? Or we have a blueprint, like you gotta build the actual car.
Like,
so look what we did. Here's my next script. Let's
Can you here are all the parts? Can you build this Ferrari for us? Like, yes, I can actually. I did it.
Exactly. So cool. It's like we wanted to more so to prove that we could build the car. So somebody will hire us to build another car. Maybe they have the blueprints for a car. And they're like, we want you guys to build this.
Any advice for a beginning filmmaker like myself?
It's a good question. I would say get a have a really good group of people that you can just make stuff with. I think that's really important, and just go out and make it. I just think having a really I started making films with Luke, and Luke created the Fordham Filmmaking Club because there wasn't one there, and it was kind of lacking in a film community. And Luke came in just gung ho, made this community, and they made so many short films at there. I mean, so it was a collective where it'd be like, okay, I wrote the script, but I don't know how to direct or act or produce it. Is there somebody here that can help me? And then there was somebody there that wanted to be a producer. Somebody there that wanted to be a director. So I think it's really about, and a lot of that actually comes from you start making stuff yourself and show people that you're serious about it, instead of just being like, let's make this group and then let's meet once a month and talk about stuff. I think it's important to show people that you're serious too first, and so then they'll be like, oh wow, this person's serious about making films. I want to do stuff with them. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. Congratulations. Yeah, for sure. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah. And thank you guys. If you are here at the Garden State Film Festival, 2:30, Jersey Shore Art Center, feature length. Go see Capsules. And you're gonna love it. Yeah. You're gonna tell all your friends. Yes. And if you can't get down here to see it, Friday you said. Friday the 31st. It'll be out on Amazon March and 31st. Apple to rent for $4. Yeah. Amazing. And you can pre-order it now if you want. I got a couple trips coming up. I'm gonna buy it and download it, and I can't watch it. So
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Luke, I'm sorry you couldn't be here.
Yeah, right.
Heal up
from the COVID.
Heal up quick, and please join us on the couch next year when you get your next project in the Garden State Film Festival.
Amazing.
Sure.
I can't wait.
My friend.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Film still all day today. You have time to get down here and check out a bunch of the film blocks.
A couple more left.
You have time to come hang out with us for sure. So, Davis, thank you much.
Thank you.
CJ, thank you. Thank you, my friend. And we'll see you in a bit.
Hey, Ed.